Hello. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name's Kate, and I love books. Sorry if the lighting's a little bit odd. Okay, so I'm in a reading slump. I was supposed to release a reading vlog today, and instead you are getting this, which is my tips and tricks for getting out of a reading slump, and I will be taking my own advice after this. I need to. I'm currently in the middle of 4 books. I'm in the middle of Fearless by Lauren Roberts, Beartown by Frederick Buckman, and 8 Rules of Love by Chatty, as well as Say You Swear on my Kindle app. And that is just too many. I can't finish a book for the life of me. It is the 8th of May and I haven't finished anything. I lost my reading streak on Fable. I was at like 177 days or something and I lost it. So we're back down to like 1 or 2 days in a row. I'm gutted. I started in like November or December. Horrendous. Okay, I've been brainstorming for myself of what helps me usually, and I haven't done any of those things, but I should. So let's get into it. How to get out of a reading slump. This is just as much a reminder for me as for you. And honestly, like, these are just some of my ideas. So if you have any more ideas, let me know, because this is just stuff that's worked for me in the past. If you've got other things in there, let me know. I want your advice. So my first tip is throw away the TBR. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I am a mood reader to a fault. I'm looking at my TBR, nothing is inspiring me. So then that's when I'll like reach for the Kindle Unlimited books, or maybe take myself to a bookshop, and I'm just not focused on the TBR and trying not to put too much pressure on myself regarding the enormous pile of books. I just want to read, which leads me to my second tip, which is to schedule time. Whether that's 10 minutes, just schedule 10 minutes a day, and usually you will want to read for longer. That is kind of scheduled reading time, no phone, no distractions, nothing else, just you and a book, and like just forcing yourself to sit down and read. I think sometimes you just do it. You just do it. My next tip is book content, and this is maybe a very personal thing, but I love to inspire myself and see other people enjoying their books and talking to me about the fabulous books that they just read. So I love to watch some reading vlogs or watch some booktubers and just see what they're reading and inspire myself and feel connected to the community and the bigger piece of what it is to be a reader. So that's like another little tip and trick. I feel like this video is going to be really short. This is going to be a little one. Sorry. My next 3 tips kind of all go under the same umbrella, I feel like, and that is short books. I love me a short book so that I can feel like I've actually accomplished something. There's nothing better than closing the book and having finished a book. So usually for me that's like under 300 pages would be a short book. So one that I just read recently was The Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Another one that I'm thinking of is Normal People, and I have some beautiful non-fiction ones like Enchantment by Catherine May and Sacred Nature. Those ones, they're short books. They are easy to get through. Even like I would say like YA books, they're a lot quicker to read. Good. Along that vein, I would also recommend poetry books. I love a poetry book. They're also usually quite short and sweet. Sometimes they're not, but they read quite quickly and they always meet you where you're at. I feel like poetry is one of those things that it's so subjective. It is completely on the reader of what they're interpreting. So I feel like poetry will always meet you where you're at. And that's a lovely feeling and very inspiring when you're reading, because it's there with you. It's there with you, and it is wherever you are at in your day-to-day, in your journey, poetry. And then also within that thread, I would recommend doing like rereads of some of your favorites. I always love that because A, they're your favorite, B, you're familiar with the story, so it maybe requires a little bit less mental capacity, which is sometimes the struggle. So I would say doing some rereads of your favorites, that always helps, and it just sort of gets you back into the rhythm and the routine of reading. I feel like this is such a short video. Anyways, my next tip is this is the last one, and that is don't be too hard on yourself. This is something that I'm reminding myself of, and that is just having that little bit of perspective. Like, if I don't read today, is it the end of the world? Probably not. Probably not. I read for joy and for fun. It's not part of like my job. It's not for school, it is for me, and if I don't do it that day, it's okay. It's okay. As much as it sucks to see my Fable streak go from 100 and almost 180 to 0, painful. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And at the end of the day, I want to read for joy. I want it to be joyful. So if I'm not finding joy in it, that's okay. I'm not being too hard on myself. I want to read something that I want to read. Ugh. Reading slumps are awful. I hate being in a reading slump. Yes, they're awful, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not being too hard on myself, but I miss reading. I miss that feeling of just being enraptured in a book. That's what I'm missing. That's the sucky part. And just nothing is calling to me, which is frustrating. Yes, a very, very short video today. Just my little tips and tricks because, I was going to do a reading vlog and I think I started 3 books in the reading vlog. Didn't go anywhere with it. So I think I might continue filming the reading vlog, and later in the month you might get a reading slump reading vlog of me just bouncing between different books. But it wasn't ready today because not a single book has been finished, which is a shame. A darn shame. But anyways, thank you for listening to me waffle. I hope that these tips and tricks meet you where you're at and hopefully help you. And again, if you have any tips and tricks of your own, please send them my way. I would love to hear them. I think I might take myself to a bookshop after I finished reading this and editing this today. But this is going up on Friday. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday is the next upload. And I'm going to a bookish event this weekend, so it'll probably be that if I remember to film. Yeah, I get to meet one of my favourite authors on Saturday, so I'm so excited. But yes, if you want to give this video a like or subscribe if you are so inclined, it does help me as I grow my channel. And as always, the comments are my favourite. Give me your tips. Give me your tips and tricks. Get me out of this reading slump, please. Yeah, thank you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one.